Welcome to another episode of Beyond Sunday, where we keep it real with faith in life, because as you all know, life be life. And as you can see, we're actually in a different place. And the reason why we're in a different place is because we got a lot of people up here, because today we are talking about singles. Singles, not craft. All right. But as you all know, we always do it with myself, Julian Luke, and Pastor Thomas, and our nice, amazing panelists here of people. Y'all just go ahead and introduce. I'm not. Y'all introduce yourselves.
Ladies first.
Yes.
I'm Jennifer Garrison.
I'm Travia Gowans.
I'm Nicholas Booth.
And they're all amazing people. And again, we are here to talk about singles, single life, and all the things and above. All right. So let's just jump into it. Y'all like my singing voice. All right. Here we go. So I'm going to start off with let's just go right into it. What's the hardest part about being single that nobody really talks about?
The hardest part? Just starting dating, that initial meeting someone. It's a very awkward space, and there's a lot of as an adult, there's a lot of matter to cover in that space. Because like we were talking about before we started, do you have a job? Are you stable? Do you have a car? Do you have an apartment or your own stable home? There's a lot of ground that needs to be broken before we can establish if this will be a long-term thing.
So if they're missing one of those options or one of those things, then it's just off the table?
I'm open to hearing out how we got there, and is there a plan? And are we actually working that plan to undo some of that? But I have to get there. We have to hear how we got to where we are and where we're going.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
I guess also just like she was talking about, maybe the process of it all with the disappointments, which is just life in general. But, you know, you do go on probably quite a few dates that just don't turn out. And sometimes you just get discouraged and just feel like you don't want to do it anymore and start all over again and kind of take a break, a pause, you know. And for some people, you know, they put a timeline on it, you know, which brings even more pressure to it, which I don't really agree with. But, you know, there's that out there, too. So, yeah.
Now, you said something that's very interesting, the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Does the timeline matter? Is that a thing? Like, is that a thing in, like, normal culture now? I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm just asking.
Well, for me, what I've heard is, like, from a woman's perspective, if they want to have children, I think there's some kind of timeline with how that process has to happen. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen where people be like, hey, if they don't know within 2 months, I'm out. Like,
No.
That might be a young thing.
okay.
Yeah.
Because
Not in our age group.
If they don't know what in 2
Like,
months.
if they don't know if they're, like, serious in the 2 months that we're...
I say you got 3 to 6 to figure it out. 3 to 6 months. Are we going anywhere? That's that time to break the ground and figure out if our lives are compatible and can we actually try and integrate our lifestyles with each other. After 3 to 6 months, we just playing.
What is compatible?
Uh-oh.
You said it. I'm just asking. I'm just asking a question. What is compatible?
Compatible takes effort, right? I'm busy. They're busy. We're making time to get to know each other. And how intentional are we with that time in getting to know each other?
So compatibility is intentionality?
Correct.
Equally yoked.
Okay. I know.
Say more, Jennifer.
Yeah, I was about to throw it to you because she said that, and so
I know he's going to
Yeah.
You knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, say more, equally yoked. I think that's an important one, so say more.
You said it. Hey,
You opened the door. You don't
Yeah.
kick it down.
I thought we
every
were talking
time.
about compatibility, but
Yeah.
it's a different level.
That's a different level when you talk about being equally yoked.
Correct.
Okay. What does it look like? Like in terms of dating, when you start asking yourself the question, am I equally yoked with someone? What things are you looking at? Like, what things are you looking for?
Within the first or second conversation, I'm asking what's your relationship with Christ? That scares people.
Okay, so that one's a big one. But are there other things, like in terms of equally yoked? Do they have to like have the same level of ambition you do, the same level of resilience as you do? Like, are those things important too?
Yes, I just think everybody's list is a little different. So the most important thing is just being honest about what that looks like. So it's not right or wrong. The way you're doing it is not right or wrong. It's just not what I need. It's not what's going to help both of us thrive in a union.
Okay. I want to back up because I have a question. You were talking about if we are dating for 3 to 6 months or some period of time and it's serious. One of the things that I don't think I understand is what are the stages?
Yes.
Like, what are those? Because what are the difference in those stages? Like, if we just talking, what does that mean versus
I was going to ask that question.
This
we're
is new.
serious? Like, what is I don't know. How is it different from one to the next?
So when you first meet someone, you guys are just casual conversation. Nothing exclusive. You could be having casual conversation with 30, 40, 50 people if you want to.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's up to you.
The number.
That's the person.
30.
At some point, we establish that communication is open and clear amongst us, and you can, or I can, either one of us, hey, I really like you. I'd like to see where this could go. I'd like for us to just date exclusively. And that exclusivity, we're trying to figure out if this is something we're ready to commit to.
Okay.
And then once we do come to a together decision of, yes, actually, I can see us trying to figure life out together and see this thing going, into the long run, hopefully getting married.
Okay.
That is then another conversation of, okay, will you be my girlfriend?
Okay. Now, see, here's
Those are two separate.
okay. I get you, but here's where I get confused. What's really different between those things? Like, one is exclusive. I got you. So there's no more conversation with other people. We're in an exclusive relationship. When we first start off in this exclusive, then you said before asking to be, okay, will you be my girlfriend? What is the difference between the exclusive and the girlfriend? Like, what's different?
So exclusive, you could wake up tomorrow and be like, yeah, actually, this ain't really working out for me. I'm good.
Okay.
And that's fine. You just kind of have to take it as part of dating, things that happen. Whereas, will you be my girlfriend is I'm actually committed to trying to learn and be better for each other. Trying to learn you, understand you, and why you think the way you think.
Okay. So then exclusive is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Girlfriend
Unfortunately.
is both feet in.
Yes. That's a very good way to put it, unfortunately.
That's wild.
This is
'cause
new information for me.
I'm confused about that
This
too,
is-
because I
hey.
thought when you were exclusively with someone, meaning that it's just you and them dating each other
Yes.
for an extended period of time, where there's no one else in that
In my,
relationship. if
in
you
my
will.
experience, no.
But I guess there's other relationships, right, where
Why
there's
are all the
multiple
levels,
parties. But
Like, why
I'm
are
trying
we-
to figure out what the difference is between the levels, right? So
Exclusive.
how do I get from bronze to platinum? And
Right.
what's at platinum?
Express shipping, please.
Because I don't know what happens at platinum that don't happen at bronze.
Right,
I'm just trying to
exactly.
figure out.
I guess for the younger generation, I guess exclusivity does not equal commitment.
Commitment?
I
then the
thought the
issue is the
exclusivity
definition of
was
commitment?
commitment.
that's what I thought too.
You know, when I was
Thought they
coming
were
up,
synonyms.
I got to bring this up. When I was coming up watching Saved by the Bell, when you went exclusive, that was it. You wasn't messing with nobody.
Yeah, but when you was dating, they had wagon wheels. and
Ooh.
Hey,
real
man,
ride.
we're not doing
So-
this. We're not doing
So,
this.
Jennifer,
I'm trying
like-
to be on the same page.
So Jennifer, when it comes to stages, like,
Yeah.
do you see that the same way, or is it
No.
different? Like, what do you like in your experience?
It varies from person to person. That's why it's so confusing. Because my question is, who told you that's how it has to go? Like, who sat down and described to you, this is what it means at this stage, this is what it means at that stage? That's socially constructed nonsense, garbage, if you will.
Because if we,
Because why is that necessary? If
Because
things
it-
are just naturally going the way they're supposed to go, what is so scary about saying, you're my girlfriend, you're my boyfriend, this is a label, we're committed to each other? Why does that freak people out? Because now your options are gone? Because now it's public? Like, what is the actual fear of just saying it and just, or like you said, love is an action, it's a verb. Just live it. What difference does it make? Because I think sometimes that's the argument don't let me not put words in anyone's mouth, but I think a lot of times that's the argument from the male perspective is, why do I have to say it? Like, why does it have to be a label? I don't want to be constructed by this, or constricted, sorry. So I don't understand that. My brain does not comprehend, why does it have to be this or that? Why can't it just naturally occur the way that it's supposed to?
Nick, you shook your head when she was saying, "Why do I have to say that?" Have you heard that before? Or
I mean, I understand I guess the woman's perspective or the guy's perspective. I've never been asked that though, but me personally, I'm just an honest, genuine person. I think communication is very clear at the beginning, so you just kind of have to state your intentions right then and there before you go further. And then to your point, you got to see kind of if the actions follow their intentions with their communication at that point. But once again, you have different experiences. I'm an honest, guy. Kind of been like that all my life because I've seen different relationships. I've seen divorces and just all kind of stuff. So I just didn't want that for myself at a very early age. And the people that were involved honestly had honest conversations as far as where they went wrong with whatever. And 9 times out of 10, it was always like communication. Right. Initially.
So is the biggest problem with dating, is it quality or quantity? Is in terms of, is it hard to even connect with other singles, or is it, oh no, there are plenty of singles, but the quality is what the issue is? Which is it?
Yeah, I think it's quality. Especially now in this age with, all the different things out there, social media, just even how we interact with each other now is very different, right, from probably when y'all interacted. For example, like, my brother recently got married, and then, we all got together to go to this place just to have like a nice dinner, and it was kind of like a club scene, right? But no one was there except for us, and it's a Saturday night. I remember growing up, younger age in my 20s, everybody was out on Saturday night and, out and being merry and being involved with each other. But now, with these phones and all of that, there's not really that happening anymore, and then even at the church level too, sometimes in my younger age, to be honest, I wasn't really, here where I should have been, in communion, with everyone. So I think as we go on with the younger generations, I think it's kind of getting lost in an odd way, but that's just my opinion.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Ladies, what do you think? Is it quantity or quality?
It's
Jennifer being
definitely
quiet.
quality.
Definitely quality?
There's plenty of single men.
Okay.
There's no shortage.
Okay.
They all do not meet the qualifications, though.
Okay. All right.
There is a standard that I carry,
Okay.
and I am flexible with it. I'm understanding, but there are some foundations that we have to cover that if you can't stand on those as a man, I just got to keep going. No offense to that man.
No.
But
He's just not for you.
Yeah, just got to keep going.
Okay. All right.
And I think as women, we're okay with keeping going a lot faster than men are.
Oh, okay. All right. Jennifer, is that true in your experience too, that it's quality versus quantity?
Everything they're saying is true, but I'm going to flip the script a little bit, because when you use the word quantity, I don't think about, oh, there's a lack thereof. I think about the fact that there's too many. So one of the things I see repeatedly happening, we have options. I don't need to talk to you. And I'm not saying I'm doing this. I'm saying I'm watching it happen.
Are you saying that males have that perspective, females, or both?
Both.
Both have that perspective.
I have
Okay.
options, so I'm not finna fool with you. You did one little thing. Oh, I don't like the way you breathe, and I don't like the way you chew. Like, it could be something really minute. Or you texted me at 8:05. Today you texted me at 8:06. Bye. Like,
wow.
it's really insignificant things that I consider not even a miscommunication. Like, it's sometimes unrealistic expectations of people that you are literally just getting to know.
Yeah.
And so when I hear you say that, that's what I think of. It's like, we have too many options. You've got everything at your fingertips. And meeting people organically is not happening. They're not out there.
So you believe, just based on what you're hearing, that there's a level of perfection that a lot of people nowadays carry as they go into relationships, and like one little thing is like, okay, well, you gonna do this thing, well, I can just go to this person.
Right.
Do
Next.
people realize that they'll never find everything they want?
But I think
Right.
that mindset
I
is
hope
why
so.
the young people adopted the whole 1 foot in, 1 foot out first. So I can make sure we not there. Make sure you won't cut me off because I was a minute after late for the text or missed your call
Yeah.
and didn't call you back later. That's the 1 foot in, 1 foot out. If that's you leaving because of that,
Jump ship.
that's yeah, we were exclusive, but you're not actually meeting my expectations, so I'm good. And that's why we need that confirmation of will you be my girlfriend or my boyfriend? Because now, yeah, you did miss that text, but I have a little grace. I have some compassion. I know you didn't forget about me. I know it wasn't malicious, and you'll circle back to whenever you get time. Whereas
Oh, I'm sorry.
the 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you could have been maliciously, you could have not. It's gray. It's a very gray area.
I have a great example for you.
Okay.
These shoes fit my feet. I like them. But I want to go see what those shoes feel like, look like. What can I do in those shoes?
Oh, wow.
I think a lot of people look at relationships or even just dating like that.
They just want to try it on.
What does that high heel make me feel like when I put it on? Where can I go in that high heel? What doors will it take me through that these tennis shoes won't?
I want to go touch that grass over there.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's available to me. So why not?
Hey, just in the just the little bit that we've talked about, this is confusing.
Married.
I'm massively confused.
Stay married.
Stay married.
Because of
Praise
this,
God.
I don't plan on. But I never did plan on.
Praise
But
God,
Lord,
Camille.
hey, listen, I'm locked in at this point.
Amen.
Gosh.
Won't he do it?
So let's talk about some church stuff real quick. What's the most frustrating thing people in church say to single people?
Don't make me mad. I know this is gonna make me mad.
I know.
I
That's
already
why I
know
brought
this
it
gonna
up.
make me mad.
That's why I brought it up.
I know this
you,
gonna make me mad.
you have said it multiple times, and
I'm really not bothered.
I'll
with
say
church.
I'll say one thing.
You're
It's
not?
kind of
Okay.
it's kind of funny, but in church and outside church, oh, hey, I got someone for you. I know someone,
Ooh.
that I could hook you up with.
You know it's bad.
Who said I needed a hookup?
When I called him for this, that's the first thing I started with.
And I know he was
got
joking,
something for you though.
but I was just like, here goes another one. Here goes another one, Lord. So I would say, yeah, that for me for sure. I know someone for you. I got someone for you. I got someone. So,
Okay,
yeah.
Jennifer, you've gone through it.
Oh, I had to pray for a second before I opened my mouth.
Okay.
Mine's a little more complex probably than either one of you because I've been in church my whole life. I've had the church hurt from being pregnant in church, having a child out of wedlock. And so that just further complicates things because people are people. And so they make a whole lot of assumptions because guess what? My so-called sin is right here visible, right? I don't know what you're doing at your house. It's also none of my business. But because of that, coming to church with her, bringing her to church, oh, where is her daddy? Oh, well, that's so sad. Oh,
Oh wow.
well, I bet you could do this and I bet you could do that. And all the suggestions you could think of about things that don't even matter, that are not even relevant, that I'm not even looking for, but you think that that's helpful. You're just showing me who you are. You're just showing me that you're nosy, and genuine concern doesn't sound like that. Genuine concern about my well-being doesn't sound like nosy and judgmental and critical, and it's almost like poor pitiful you're single by yourself raising a child. No, that's the best blessing in my life. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. So
You should tell him that her dad is an astronaut. He's on a space mission right now.
he went to get some milk.
So I know that question frustrates you. Just why though? Just to tell.
Well, I think the question frustrates me because it makes a lot of assumptions, right? It assumes that every person who is single, number one, wants to be married. That's not
Right.
everybody's desire. It also implies, I think, that something is missing from their life or something
Right.
is wrong.
Something's wrong with you.
that is not necessarily the case either. And then the idea that, oh, I know the perfect person for you. You don't even know me. So how could you know the
How?
perfect person
Right.
for me? So all of these kind of assumptions that are made are the old pitiful, oh, don't you want to get married and have kids? Not everybody wants kids. Not everybody wants to have a family. That's not their desire. And so I think the assumptions that are made about that and the way that the church can sometimes be exclusive and really focused on, couples are more focused on family than they are focused on the individual, realizing that some people will be married, some people will not. Some people will be at different stages of their life where maybe they are partnered and sometimes they're not. So it just seems like that question bothers me. The other one that bothers me is about people's fertility. Stop asking folks about their fertility. Stop asking them when you gonna
When
have
you
some
gonna have a baby?
babies.
It's not
I'm
appropriate.
gonna have a baby when you have one. Like, can we stop asking people about their fertility? Y'all only gonna have one. That's all we got at this point. So why are we asking about? Don't
Yeah.
y'all want more? Why do we feel the need to speak into people's fertility? Leave these folks alone
Right.
about how many of their kids they have or don't have. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's another one that bothers me.
Leave us alone about how many kids we have.
Well, now.
Hey, hey man, I get it. I get it too. Okay. Have you ever had a moment where you questioned God about your singleness?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes. Not so much about my singleness, but kind of blaming God for why they were sending me this person, even though it may not have been God at all. Could just be my choices. You know?
And I take that mindset though, and I flip it to what was God trying to teach me with that interaction.
Right. Right.
Because I'm not perfect, but I know meeting people and in dating, they're nitpicking just like we're nitpicking. And so I'm looking at your nitpicking and I'm evaluating, is that a true character flaw? Is that something that I need to work on and go pray about? Or is that just you being a little dramatic and not really my problem necessarily?
Right, it's a you problem, not a
Yeah.
my problem.
That's a good way to think about it. Huh? Okay. All right. Jennifer?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Not daily, but like it's a conversation I have with God about different seasons have been different conversations, of course, but make me into a wife. Make me a wife. Because my husband is out there, so make me into a wife. And then it's like, okay, maybe that wasn't the right prayer. Well, God, where is my husband? Where is he? Do I have a husband? Like, are there people that are destined to be single? Sure. I don't feel like that's my story. So I keep asking. You made me a mother. Is that my journey right now? Is that all I'm supposed to be? Is that all I was created for? Like, what's going on? What's happening?
Like, when is this going to happen for me?
Yeah, and I'm okay. I'm okay with being in the waiting room. It's more so, what am I supposed to be doing in the meantime? Like, make me into what I need to be so that what is meant for me, what you created for me, will make its way, right?
Right. Okay. It would seem to me that if I'm using your analogy, like if I'm in the waiting room, while I'm in the waiting room, I don't think that means doing nothing. Like,
Right.
I should be like living my life.
Of
Like,
course.
I should be having experiences, living my life, enjoying myself, like my own personal development. I think all those things are important too, right? In terms of being a whole and complete person.
Absolutely.
So how am I a whole and complete person to be ready for or to meet a whole and complete person? Because to the point that I think I'm hearing, there's a lot of pieces out there, 20%, 30%, 40%, but there's not necessarily a lot of whole people that you come in contact with to be able to meet. So that seems like an interesting thing, just to kind of like in the waiting, how do I maximize my own personal potential to really just enjoy life and make the most of whatever my current lot in life is, right?
Right, because it's our job to find joy and be happy no matter what. We have to be happy with ourselves, right? So if you can't do that, how can you be content with anyone else? If I
Right.
don't love myself, how can I expect you to love me?
Correct.
Right.
So being comfortable in that, it's difficult sometimes because you think, man, I could be doing this and this and this and this and this. Dang. And you do get excluded from a lot of things. To go back to your first question, what was your original question? Like number one. at
The
top.
first question was, what's the hardest part about being single that nobody really talks about?
Right. Getting excluded from things.
Really?
You don't get invited to things. If it's a couple situation,
Oh, you don't get invited.
oh no.
I will say
Well-
as a single, I'm sorry.
No, we're good.
Sometimes I don't want to go.
She said I don't
Well,
want to
yeah.
go.
So, and that's and, I,
If
and I'll
I'm
add
the
to that
only
too.
single.
So I have a lot of friends that are married,
That's
right?
fair.
That are with kids, and a lot of times, especially my good buddies, like I do feel bad, like he invites me. He's like, but I know, it's us and the kids. I know you don't really, have kids. It's kind of that environment. You're single, but you can still come if you want to. And I go, but sometimes, yeah, I do feel like, I don't want to be there sometimes.
Right.
I feel out of place. And also sometimes feel like, it's maybe a little forced because they feel bad. They think sometimes, not that not that they said this, but they might be like, oh, you know, he might be alone at the house.
Right.
Hey man, what
Lonely.
you doing?
He'll
Come
be
on
lonely.
through and do this. You know,
Yeah.
they haven't said this.
No, but that's
you
another
know.
thing.
It's
that
an
frustrates me.
assumption.
Yeah, it's
Alone
assumption,
does
right.
not mean lonely.
Thank
Right.
you.
Those two
That's
things
what I
don't
said.
necessarily go together. I
Right.
can literally be alone and fine.
Yeah, like my solitude.
Yeah, single
So-
people
but-
can be alone and not be lonely.
Yeah.
True, but I guess my question for stuff like that is like, is it wrong for someone who's not in your position to be concerned if you are lonely, right? Like,
No, just
like-
invite me. If you enjoy my company, whether I'm paired up or partnered up or not, just invite me and let me decide.
Thank you.
Let me decide.
And not be mad when I
so
don't.
so basically, the invite should be, hey man, we doing this. Why don't you come over? Versus, hey man, I know you might be at the crib by yourself.
Yeah.
Because that
Yeah.
sounds like pity. Like it
Yeah.
sounds
That's
like you're
fair.
opening
That's
up
fair.
with pity.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Oh, you sitting over there by yourself, staring at the four walls.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm not.
Over here twiddling our thumbs.
You sad and lonely. We
Yeah.
actually have something for you to do. Come here.
Yeah. We're just gonna bring you in the midst of all these other people, and we're just gonna all look at you and and feel pitiful for you. No, just
Yeah,
invite
I
me
can
if
get
you
it.
want me there.
That
Let me
makes sense.
decide.
Now, I want to go back to something that y'all all said. So, like, you all were saying something in the fact that when you're there, you kind of like you don't want to be there. But then, Jennifer, you were saying you don't get invited to things. So it feels like they kind of bump heads because you're like, I don't get invited to things because, you know, most of the couples are end up doing it. But then when I'm there, I'm like, I kind of don't want to be here. So, like, how do you balance that thought process out? Like, how do you work that out? Because it feels like a fear of missing out. But then once you get there, it's like, this wasn't a good decision anyway.
I think, like Pastor said, just invite us, and we'll decide if we coming or not.
So the
I mean,
invite is what matters the most because that lets you know people are thinking of you.
how
for
the
most part.
invite is.
Well,
said.
yeah. But just the invite alone
Right.
matters.
Yeah.
Because I would imagine that some couple situation, couples know how to be
Inclusive.
inclusive and have enough individuality where you're another person in the group and you're talking and having conversations. But there are some couple situations that even as a couple, I don't know if I want to go around. Like if y'all always bickering and fighting, and I'm part of a
part.
couple, I don't want to be.
That's
I don't want to be
fair.
around there with y'all doing all that.
That's fair.
I don't want to. I don't be, and I don't want to be around you if y'all trying to sit in each other's lap the whole time. Because what am I there?
I can't stand that.
Like what are we doing?
I can't
So-
stand that. The super lovey-dovey couple that I can't stand that. You love each other. I don't like each other that
Time
much.
and a place.
Like,
Time
yeah,
and a place.
be normal. Just
Yeah.
hang out with you get over there, fellas, hang out with the fellas, ladies, hang out with the fellas, whatever
Right.
you need to do. So yeah, I get that.
So
That-
I have a question. I've been waiting to ask this question because you said it earlier. You said there are
Uh-oh.
certain qualifications.
see,
Here we go.
I wanted to ask that
He's like,
question,
let
but I
me see.
You
stopped.
said certain qualifications. So here is my question to the panel. I want to hear what are the non-negotiables when it comes to dating, when it comes to
Do we
meeting
need to go
somebody.
get some balloons out and some?
Right. What? Yeah. Don't get the pop the balloon. What are the non-negotiables? What are the non-negotiables?
This is going to be a different
This-
list for each of
yeah.
us.
That's fine. I just want to hear what are the non-negotiables.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, you want me to start?
I can start.
Go.
ahead.
Yeah.
We'll just go like one thing at a
Take the
time.
lead.
'cause I'm
Y'all
sure
just,
something pop up.
throwing it all on the man. Okay, go ahead. brother.
I know. Oh, you put me in the middle, so
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know.
We did.
For me, I would say just be honest, be truthful, whatever that means. Like just be honest with me, you know.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying you have to tell me everything about your life all at once, but for me, I'll do you the same courtesy. I'll tell you my intent, whether it's friendship or something else, and I'll kind of tell you about myself right in that. I'll be like, hey, this is just me. This is kind of what I like to do. This is kind of what my life looks like. Hey, how about you? Tell me about yourself. And then when I say that, when I pass it to you, tell me about yourself, just be honest.
Okay.
Mine is communication.
Communication is non-negotiable.
It's non-negotiable. You need to be able to clearly, transparently communicate.
Okay.
Because I can work with that.
Okay. Clearly. All right. Jennifer.
I was going in a totally different direction.
come on.
I was going there too, but we'll get there.
Because I'm coming back
Talking
with a
about like
secondary question.
personality.
Right
come
now
on,
he's
come
just
Set it up.
assessing
Set-
before
I
he.
know.
Come on. What's
Okay.
I'm gonna let him work.
Okay, based on my personal experiences, I cannot deal with a smoker.
Okay.
If you smoke, that's cool. That's on you. But like something about the
Is it
in my-
smoking?
it's
Are we
in my
talking
hair
about
and it's in my-
smoking, vaping, Are we talking about little funny cigarettes, cigars? Like, what are we talking about? Any kind of smoking?
Usually, I'm just meaning like I don't want the smoke stuck in my clothes and my hair. Like that's all I'm referring to. And if it's on your mouth and your fingers and like stuck in your beard, there's just something about that I immediately go, nope.
So the smell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So it's we could get into you're using a mind altering substance. Like we could go there, but that's for another day. That's
Okay. No. 'Cause
He said, "No, it's
Here's the
not."
thing. Y'all coming with these cute church appropriate non-negotiables. I want the real
That's
deal.
it. That's it for me.
non-negotiables.
That's my number one. You cannot.
Because the primary problem with the 1 foot in, 1 foot out is they can't communicate.
Okay.
For me, most men
You
will
can't
be
say
like
what you want.
that without you having this very big emotional response. If you busy all day, baby, start the day off with, "Hey, I'm thinking about you. Work looking crazy. I'm gonna call you when I get a second." I'm
Get
gonna
ahead of
heart
it.
that message. Say thank you. Have a safe, blessed day, and not expect to hear from you till later that night when you text me and say goodnight.
Okay.
But a lot of men can't do that because they think they want the constant texting or the constant on the phone. I don't need that.
Oh, they
I'm at
think
work.
you want that constant communication back and
I
forth.
don't want that.
You don't want that. You don't want all of that.
I had a man tell me I talk to you every day. That ain't enough. Yeah, that was me too. That was me
I
too.
talk to you every day. And,
And that ain't enough.
okay, so that's like a lot of assumptions. That's assuming that his presence, his availability, his contact is so wonderful that your life should be fulfilled.
That's providing enough
Bruh,
for your
get outta
shoulders
here.
for me to think that.
Get outta here.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
wild.
Note to self. Nope.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
write it
wild.
down. Write it down.
Okay, so Nick, you came with a nice like be honest with me, but give me the real deal non-negotiable.
I don't know. Like, as far as a deeper thought of that,
Oh, you gotta be deeper.
what's
it can
your
be
ick?
superficial. I don't
There
care.
you
Like
go.
give me
That's
some.
a great way to
in
put
dating.
it.
It's
That
the
one.
ick. That's
Okay.
what you
Oh yeah, what's the ick?
There
Don't
you
give me
go.
that.
What's your-
So
Now
we
talking.
reworded this thing.
Ick,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ick?
Me
Oh.
too.
Like something she does and you just like, no,
Can't do
ain't no
it.
way I'm
What's
calling
the
this
ick?
girl again.
the ick.
Can't fart in front of you. What is it?
Whoa, you say fart?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just gross and inappropriate. But I mean, yeah, there is an attraction part. I'm not saying that's the ending factor. However, the thing that I think icks me more than that is if they're just not a nice person, generally. Like, I have been around, some women that are very attractive, but let's say, for example, we're at a restaurant and they're complaining the whole time and they're rude to the waiter and they
Yeah.
I can't believe you took me here. Okay, I don't think we're a fit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ungrateful.
So yeah, that part icks me for sure.
Okay, unkind.
Yeah, just how
Okay.
they treat other people, whether it's people they don't know or even their family. Because if you go further along and you become a couple, that's going to be part of your family too. So, if it's not looking good, yeah. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Jennifer? What's the ick?
Oh, you need more? Okay.
I do.
Smoking was already one of them.
Yeah. No, I got more. Asking me about sexual preferences
Yes.
off jump.
Oh, off the
Weird.
jump. How,
Yeah, like
Me and you both made the same.
It's weird.
like maybe
how do we-
second conversation, third conversation, they're like,
Leading
so
straight
I don't know how to ask you this, but
First week for sure.
like, are you this or that? Do you like this or that? And you're going,
Where do you live?
You know what? I've had some former students of mine, young ladies, and they were saying the same thing, and I was like, I don't believe you. I don't think this is a thing. Like, so this
From
is
jump.
really a thing.
Yeah.
because
How does that fit into a whole dinner conversation?
Right.
Oh, you want cheese sticks? And by the way, do you like? How does that? Fit?
no,
Oh, that's a text.
That's a text. That's me.
Yeah.
Phone call.
Mid phone call.
oh, they're real brave
the first
behind text message.
Wow.
We didn't even get to the first meet.
We didn't even get to the meeting.
No, we didn't. We haven't seen
Yeah,
each
these
other
are
in
people we
person.
haven't even met face to face, and they're
wow.
asking
Before they
about
even meet you.
preferences. Absolutely.
This is
Because they
really
want to
new.
know, are we a
Who
good
they are.
fit? Like, I'm not going to waste your time. But you need to know that right now? Today?
And make sure intention's really clear.
I
For me,
mean-
I keep walking.
I mean, that is part of communication.
Julian.
Yeah.
It's
that's-
Turn his
It is
mic
communication.
But it's a
Turn the
ick.
mic off. Turn his mic
I'm
off.
just, it's communication. They're communicating with you up front. They ask
And
you.
they are honest.
Yeah, but what are you communicating, Julian, when you ask those questions? What does that communicate to me as a woman?
I mean, I get it. I'm not saying that you're wrong. What
I
I'm
think it
saying,
communicates that that's what their. I guess
That's their
their
intent.
right? That's
or
what their intent
interest
is. I mean, that is part of the
Or
communication.
that compatibility outweighs maybe other parts of
It must be very
compatibility or
important.
whatever.
It must be very important.
I
But
think that's how we were talking about how women can't ask men what do they do for work.
yeah.
Women shouldn't, or men shouldn't be asking women
Wait.
our sexual preference.
Wait.
You can't ask a
He missed
man
that
what they do
part.
for work.
Wait,
Oh,
man.
yes.
Yeah, he
Before
missed
got
it.
Sorry.
You can't ask a man what he does for work?
That's the thing.
No.
Why not?
Oh,
You
nigga.
trying to steal my money.
You's a gold
You trying to
nigga.
see what I could do for you.
I mean, I need to know if you're on the right side of the law. I mean, I need to start there first. But like,
If you can afford the roof over your head.
yeah, like why we can't we
See,
That's all
we
we
can't
care
ask
about.
that question?
That's all. If you
Men
ask that, that's all you care about. You don't care about
Just
nothing
like how women jump ship.
Men
about-
jump ship if you ask
Yes.
them. Y'all
So-
making this
so
up.
I will-
I don't think that's
Block.
this up.
Me.
blocked.
I will say this. I will say this.
Don't talk to me again.
Y'all, that cannot be a thing.
I will say this. I think a lot of this stuff ends up happening based on people's personal experiences, which then they then put out on social media, which people gravitate to, which then becomes a thing that then becomes culture.
But no,
Oh,
but
yeah,
this is lived.
absolutely. It's a
They're
meme.
saying this is
We
lived
living in a meme.
experience, though, right?
Well,
This is lived experience.
Well, what I'm saying is it's a lived experience
Yes.
based on the situations that people have seen through culture.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of people out there who have never really experienced those things, but if you go to a man and ask him, you know, what you do for work because they've seen other people say it, they'll then have a reaction.
Okay, so then what becomes appropriate? If I can't ask you what you do for a living,
You can just communicate that you don't feel comfortable answering that question. Like, I'm going to communicate that I don't feel comfortable answering my sexual preferences at this moment. And then, if that's enough for you to be done, be done.
those two things are not the same.
They act that
At
way.
all.
Not the
same.
same.
That's
Those
like
two
saying,
things
"What
are
did you
not
do
the same.
today? What did you do today? I went to work. Oh, what do you do
For
for
work. Oh, and they gone.
It's like boom, boom, boom.
And they
Like
gone.
that's just a natural,
Easy
right?
peasy.
Is that not how the conversation should go?
It would seem that way. Like, where do you work?
Yeah. One's like one's public, one's private.
Listen.
Yeah, one is
It's
very
like,
private, right?
okay.
Like, so it's like, oh, what do you do for work? This is what I do. I work here. I work there.
Yeah.
I told you this thing has got me confused. I'm staying where I'm at.
Thank you.
Don't leave.
Good
Thank
Lord.
you.
Stay there.
This
I
is
can't ask you what you
insane.
do for a living. Mm-hmm. I get to determine what the stages are and what the stages actually mean. I mean, this is hard to. Okay, it's hard to follow. It's hard to follow. Okay.
Thank you.
So then that's an it. Those are non-negotiables. I want to know, tell me about the worst red flag you've seen in a dating scenario that you've had where right off the bat, like you were like, red flag.
Did you read the question?
I did not.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Red flag. The worst.
You don't think I'm petty?
Come on.
I want to hear.
I do think you a
My
little
father has
petty.
set the bar pretty freaking high.
Okay, your dad's at the bar. Okay.
I don't expect no man
yeah.
to compete with my daddy. 'Cause
Okay.
You don't compete.
You right.
You don't compare.
Okay.
But I do want my kids to have someone similar to mine.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't open the door.
Okay.
He didn't
Chivalrous.
pull my chair out.
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't walk on the right side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a problem.
A lot of these, sorry, it's not
So
your first
chivalry.
thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Chivalry. Okay. All right.
Let me ask you a question towards that. Right? Is that, and I'm not saying that it can't be. That's 100% of the time. Like if they fall off, if they don't open the door like one time, you done.
No, first date.
Yeah.
Okay, so after the first date, we good. They ain't got to do it no more.
No, lack of consistency is
Got it.
also a
Okay,
no.
so yeah, okay, so 1% falling off is not a bad thing, but they got to start somewhere.
Yeah,
Right.
you have to
Okay.
set the tone
Right.
Fair. Okay,
of things to expect.
got it. Okay. All right.
I guess for me, it's not even really a red flag, but I remember I went on one date one time, and my date was about 45 minutes late.
Ooh. You stayed?
Yeah.
Oh,
I did.
wow.
I
was
have
good.
patience of Job, but
Joe.
yeah, I mean, whatever excuse it was, and we finished the date and all that stuff. But that's kind of a red flag thing, especially when this person lived close by. Because I picked the spot because we kind of knew the city, so I was like, okay, let's just meet in that city. You're close by. I'm there. I'm on time, and nothing. Oh, I'm gonna be really. Oh, okay. And then you get there, whatever excuse, you still want to finish the date, asking me. Well, I'm here now, but yes, let's finish the date. So
But here's a question I have for you. How are you feeling at that particular point? Were you already a no? Or what were you thinking? Like, I'm still trying to remain open to this.
I mean,
Maybe
I was
something went wrong.
for me, I'm already here. you know, I'm already here. I already drove all this way. Let's just get this done and then, you know, go on from there. Because I don't want to be like, oh, well, you know, if something does happen where, okay, it's always the worry, oh, well, what if this was the one and all that stuff? Well, you don't know, right? But I like to give people benefit of the doubt the first time. But if it's a second, no.
Oh wow.
Did she walk in stunning?
She looked good.
So then was her rationale she was getting herself ready?
No, I'm not gonna say she looked that good. Oh,
Okay, all right.
you know.
But
I'm not
it's
gonna
the
say.
lack of consideration.
But
No,
then
I get
again,
it, but I've heard women who will be fashionably late because
Yeah, no, it's not like
I've
she
heard of
was
that, too.
wearing, like,
Julian, she wasn't fashionably
like-
late. She
I'm
just
just
woke
saying.
up late and started getting dressed late
Yeah.
and ended up being late.
she was late.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
That
That's
part.
fair. That's fair. You better than me. I would have ordered a meal, ate and left.
Yeah, and left.
To
That
go.
part.
Yeah, I would have ate good and then be like, all right, I'm out.
When she came in, I'd be like, I ain't gonna hold you long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See ya.
she would have
Checks
I'm
on
gone.
her.
seen
See ya.
what to go back in my
I'm
hand.
gone.
It would have been
I
done.
Food
ain't
was
gonna
good.
hold you. I'm
Enjoy
gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the first and last time. So I was like, okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, Jennifer, red
scared
flag.
of
Besides
Jennifers.
the smoking, red flag.
I'm scared.
No, I have a lot of things that I look for, but I'm gonna tell you the funniest story. So I go in Applebee's, by the way, which there's nothing wrong with Applebee's, but a lot of women will go, "Oh my God,
Hey.
sing me to Applebee's."
No, them wonton tacos is off the chain.
That part. So that wasn't even a problem. I walk in, I go in for a hug, and this guy is like, almost like, "What are you doing?" And so I went, "Oh, okay, we're doing a handshake. Cool. What's up?" I sit down. I'm like, "I'm not gonna let that mess with me. I'm just gonna sit down. I'm gonna eat my food." Not only does he make a comment about what I ordered, because it was something with shrimp in it, I think. Oh, you expensive. And I thought he was kidding.
Flag.
Right? No, don't do it yet. Hold on.
shrimp?
Hold on, there's more.
Wait, shrimp at Applebee's.
So many red flags.
Because
funny.
they still got that game like they just.
Golly,
She just ordering prawns.
baby, red prawns. So yeah, that was the first thing. Was like, oh, you're expensive, and I'm thinking the whole time this is his personality, right? Like I'm just getting to know him. Oh, he's funny. He's funny. Haha. I'm laughing at everything he says. Everything's funny. He said something about, yeah, that was really weird how you tried to hug me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, it's great that you brought this up so that I could tell you I'm a hugger. I apologize. So I immediately apologized. I'm like, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. I should have not assumed that you were okay with that meeting me the first time. And he goes, yeah, I don't do physical intimacy. Huh?
Yeah, there's a whole lot of questions. that
He
follow.
says, yeah, like I can't even remember the last time I kissed my mama on the forehead. Like mama don't even get a hug. And I went, So this whole time I'm sitting here thinking you joking and everything you're saying is for real. Like, are you serious? He goes, yeah, because last time, you know, I was all cuddled up and booed up with somebody and that didn't turn out good. I just wasted a whole bunch of my life thinking that kind of stuff matters. It doesn't matter. And I went, oh, but it does. It does. Like, if I can't reach over and put my hand on you, I can't hold your hand in the car. Like, that's weird. This is
Did you ask him?
weird.
Did you ask him who hurt you?
I did. I actually
who
did.
hurt you?
I actually did. I said, so where do you think this comes from? And that's when he told me the boot up story and how that was a waste of his time and she cheated on him and la la la. And I'm like, we are having a literal therapy session right now, sir. I will send you a bill because it doesn't make any sense for me touching your fingertips to bother you. Like that grossed you out. That was your ick.
Jennifer, why did you stay?
Oh, baby, I was hungry.
After that,
Yeah,
hug,
I was saying,
Why did
that
you say?
that was a food conversation at that point. Yeah.
I just finished my food and left.
That's one of those. I'll be right back.
yeah,
I'll be back.
gone.
I got my little box and took my little expensive shrimp on home. Okay.
She said something. I have a question for you, PT.
What's that?
Do you believe in the love languages?
Yes.
Good question.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Here you go.
I do think that people are responsive to certain types of expressions of love.
Yes.
Yeah, I do think they are. Certain people know themselves well enough to know that, okay, I respond to this type of expression of love or that type of expression of love. But it could be different at different stages and different points of
It
your life.
is.
It may not always be the same. Sometimes I think people think those things are locked in and they never change. But those things
Fluid.
can actually change.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In some shape, form, or fashion, people may, at different stages, go through all of those
Yes.
different types of expressions of love where they enjoy those one more than the other depending on what's happening. So
Okay, yeah, you explained it very eloquently because I tell people I don't believe in them because people can be whatever at certain times. Like there was a time where I was really touchy feely, but I ain't really like that no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think you explained it very well. So, but I see a lot of times on Pop the Balloon. I see a lot of times though people really people really put a lot of everything that they do when they're talking about or going into the dating scene on that. Like, is that a smart way to approach it, or?
I wouldn't.
I think on Pop the Balloon, we have this platform for this limited amount of time to make a split decision.
That's entertainment, y'all.
It is entertainment,
That's
but
it.
the ones that do take it seriously, they're trying to help that person who is looking at the lineup make that split decision very quickly. So let me just tell you the things I do and do not like off rip, and we can eliminate half of the balloons right now.
Well, I wasn't necessarily specific to talk to Pop the Balloon. I was just saying the love
love
languages
languages?
part because
Oh,
if we talk about
people
Pop the
carrying
Balloon,
that
I think
much
that's I think the show is entertaining, but I also realize how weird the show is because
Some people
really
get married.
it's just you setting yourself up to go on a date. You're not getting married when you leave the place, and they move like they're getting married as soon as they walk out.
Right.
And
if
I
you
think-
really want to see a real show, you need to watch Love After Lockup.
Oh my God,
I'm
PT.
joking.
I know he's
Might as well just
My
I know he's
days.
joking.
I'm joking.
But yeah, so I as far as the love languages are concerned, yeah, I don't know. Do y'all hold heavily to love languages, or is that not a thing?
I love it.
I don't. I think it just limits you, you know, because once again, you're not one or the other. We're human beings. We're very complex. Same thing with zodiac signs. I'm not in agreement
That's
with
funny.
that.
Yeah,
It
those
just
are funny.
limits
That's
you. Once
funny.
again, why would you put a limitation on what you're looking for in a human being? It's very more complicated than that.
Right.
I don't know if it would be a love language, but what I'm looking for is consideration. Can my partner consider me when I'm with them or when I'm not with them? And so this doesn't necessarily attach to a love language specifically, but it is something I'm watching for. And it doesn't have to be acts. It could be acts of service. It could be words of affirmation. It could be literally all four of them if you wanted it to be. But I don't hold tight to just this one
Okay.
love language.
I think it's a very helpful tool. So it's a resource for a lot of people who haven't been able to express, this is what I need from you. So specifically like in couples counseling and things like that, to be able to say, you know what, that was a really nice necklace you bought me, but that's not what I wanted. I just wanted you to be present. I wanted you to take out the trash. I wanted you to mow the lawn, whatever. If we're going down the list of things of right, how do I say I love you without, actually physically saying it out loud? I'm showing you I love you. And so I think it's a great communication tool to kind of outline some examples, to give people options, to give them a voice and just a safe place to talk about it. Because for how long has all of this been just so uncomfortable? Like, oh, we can't go there. Oh, no, we can't discuss that. No, now I'm giving you a tool where you have a guideline to follow and say, this is how you say, thank you for giving me that, but that's not what I needed.
Right.
Like, I appreciate your effort, but this is what I would prefer.
Let me pose a question to you because we've talked about kind of like the initial going out on dates or meeting people, things like that. One of the questions, like from standpoint of somebody who's married and seen things up close, have you ever dated somebody longer than you should have?
I gotta go.
I don't want to talk about
And
it.
if you did, why did you? Because like sometimes from a distance you can see, I don't know if you've seen this, Julian, like you can see somebody like your single friends or somebody around you and they're dating somebody and you're just like,
That person's
this person
trash.
is all kinds of wrongs for you.
Trash.
Like why are you even doing this? You don't even have to do this. Like why are you doing this? So if you did date them
My
too long,
stomach hurts.
why did you date them so
I
long?
don't want you to eat me down.
I got the
How long?
bubble
Can I
guts.
start?
Thank
Yeah,
you,
you start.
Jesus.
Because mine's pretty bad.
Oh, thank
but
you, Jesus.
keep in mind, this is when I was in my 20s.
In your 20s,
So
okay?
this was over a decade ago.
Yeah, set it up for him. Set it up.
Wait, Nick, you're not in your 20s? I'm just joking.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So for me, it was, I'll put it this way, it was convenience and lust.
Okay,
That's why.
You're right.
okay.
We can
And
see
you
some
stayed in, how long was it before that ran out? Before you were like, okay, that's not even worth
Maybe
it.
like 2 years, you know?
Oh.
You did 2
A
years?
year and a half, really. But
Okay, you did
I
time.
was very lustful.
But you guys were
Year and a half.
together for 3 years.
No, I'd
long?
say a year and a half.
Year and a half.
See, I'm
What was the thing where you said, "All right, I can't"? Like, where was it?
There were a lot of things. I couldn't really go into it.
Okay.
But
You woke up one day and you were like, "Nope."
no, just we grew apart. The reason why we were there was more for the lustful physical side, not necessarily the getting to know you on a human level side and likes and commonness and common friends even. Like none of that was common at all. It was just that part of it.
Okay, just a kind of a chemistry that's the only thing that held you together. Mm-hmm. Okay,
It's backslide.
come on, Jennifer, you folded up, but come on.
I am very uncomfortable.
you want me to go first?
I started.
Do I have to give you years and all that? Do I have to do that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what he
since
gonna
you
eat
brought
us
it
up
up, yeah.
about.
What? Now, edit.
No, we ain't editing nothing.
Take it out.
You want me?
Re-ask, why did we stay that long? Is
Yeah.
that what you said? I'm just gonna be honest because I'm okay. I've accepted the fact that I'm no longer this person. So I'm okay saying this. I believed that the longer I stayed, the more 10 toes down, loyal, I got your back, ride or die, that person would eventually change. That that my love was powerful enough to change them into what I needed them to be for me.
Okay.
That time would fix everything.
Mm.
Did not, will not. PSA, do not do that.
Amen.
Time doesn't change anything. If
Right.
that's who that person has decided to be, their heels are dug in, you're wasting your time.
How long?
PT!
Hey,
You being missed.
how long?
Both hands.
Seven years, the years of completion.
I don't feel bad no more.
Before you completely knew that
The
it was not going
years
to work.
of completion. Thank you, Jesus.
Okay, now you, come on.
We were high school sweethearts.
Okay, high school sweetheart.
I love how we're all prefacing it with
Yeah, let me
Well,
just
because I'm
stop.
only
Before I
20
tell you how
let me
terrible
just
it
say-
was,
Really quick here.
let me give you some
were
explanation.
together.
because it's
for 6 years.
embarrassing.
Okay, together for 6 years, high school sweethearts. Okay,
I knew at year 3 I should have left.
you knew it year 3,
3 or 4 I should have left.
and you stayed.
I stayed another 2 to 3 years after.
Okay, because
Because we were high school sweethearts, I kind of chucked it up to we young. We still have things to learn. He has done all these things I've listed to you about what men could do. He's done them all. So it's in him. This is just a very rough patch. No, baby, the patch just kept getting rougher and rougher and rougher
Yeah.
to the point where it's just like, okay, actually, I'm going to pick this argument as my exit. Bye.
is that what you did? Like you were like, this is the one. I'm out.
Yeah. It was a lot of family stuff going on. My grandma was sick. I was working night shifts, so I was just waking up to having to run to the hospital before I go back to work. And you're still trying to argue. Oh, I'm out.
Wow.
But at that point, I had already known
That you were gonna.
I should have left.
You should have left. And
long ago.
okay.
And I think I really wrecked both of us. We wrecked each other trying to stay for so long.
Man.
Wow.
It took a long time to get over that.
Even afterwards, it took a long time to get over it.
It took about another year for me to really just learn what it was like to be alone. I hadn't had to be alone.
Oh, that's right, because you guys were high school sweethearts,
Right.
so you had been together.
Yeah, all
Wow.
this time. It was my first time being grown and single.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, you about to say something? Okay. All right. Has your relationship with God changed specifically because you're single?
Absolutely.
How so?
Absolutely. Well, we talk all the time about what a friend we have in Jesus. Like, that's my best friend. So being in the waiting room, I think, pushes you to this place where sometimes that's all you have. Sometimes even family and friends don't understand what it's like. They haven't lived the same life that I've lived. So it's like, that's all you have. And I do believe he puts us in places like that for whatever season or period of time so that you have to depend on him. You don't have a choice. There is no optional, oh, I think I'll just do this instead. It's like, no. We're in the pit. We're in the desperation. We're on our knees. Like, I have to do this. So putting me in that place draws me closer to him every day. And at the end of all this, I get to say, because of God, because of my relationship with God, this is how I was able to make it through whatever this part of my journey looks like. So for me, it's not even an option. It's an opportunity, right?
Amen.
Anybody else have anything to add to that, or that was like?
That was good.
That was
Yeah,
good.
that was good.
But
That was good.
but
I can't
this,
argue.
for me, poses another question. In the sense that in being single, do you assume that married people have something you don't? And is that always true? So to use your example that you were talking about a moment ago, like in going through things, yes, we don't know what it's like to be single and go through those things. But being married doesn't mean that it's necessarily different, because married people can also be lonely.
Right.
They can be married and be lonely. They can be married and still have some of the same experiences that single people have. So I wonder sometimes if both groups make assumptions about what life is like versus what is actually the lived experience.
Right.
I guess I have the assumption that married people have a person. It may not be whether it's good or bad, they still have a person to look at the mass picture, know what you've been through, know where you want to go, and help you make some better decisions. Doesn't mean they always will, but me and Jesus got this. That's the only two people making these decisions for this household. Whereas I don't live with anyone with my best intentions in mind.
Right. Assuming that a spouse would have
Have
your
your
best
best
intentions.
That part.
Yeah.
Because it could be that they don't. They have their own selfish intentions, and they may want to push you in a different direction, right? So I think you do bring up a good point about the idea that married people have a person. Yes, they do have a person, but what the contribution level is or isn't there can make a difference. So, for example, as a single person, it's you and Jesus. I can make a decision about my career, my life, my whatever, and what direction I want to go, and I don't have the partner to consider, right?
Right.
Whereas a married person, let's assume they're not equally yoked. If I want to make those kind of decisions, I now have to consider this other person and whether or not, what role they play in it, and whether or not I can really do this thing, because they either come along with me, and if they come along with me, they're more of a hindrance than a help, right? So for me, like when I think about single people, a lot of times I think about when you're dating, is this person a help or are they a hindrance? Because they can't tend to be both, right? You either can
Right.
help me and I can help you, or you're going to hinder me, and that's not going to work for me, right? So even in a marriage situation, that can be the case. So, it's just interesting to think about how the two sides may see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as singles, we know there's bad because we're in bad. We've dated bad people.
Right, yeah.
And so we know that there's this lack of perfection in a marriage. But I still think we would, or me personally, I would rather try and figure that out with one person rather than keep hitting the reset when we are no longer compatible, or when we no longer even trying. Because I grew up watching my parents love each other through some very difficult, would have broke people. And so, as a 28-year-old woman carrying that, I know what it's like to meet halfway, and sometimes a little bit further than halfway.
Right.
But not everybody was raised like that. And so when I meet someone who we are meeting conflict and you aren't able to communicate, because that's back to that clear communication. Because I've learned my parents, they had to say some hard things to each
Right.
other.
Right.
Even though I wasn't in the room, I know it had to be said. And so I glamorized the happiness of being married without really digging into the not so happiness of being married.
That makes sense. When all of you talk about your dating non-negotiables, you start talking about your expectations. I know there's probably a list of things that you look for in a partner. Is your list too rigid?
I've asked that question before.
You've asked that question of yourself?
I've had to reevaluate it.
You have?
The
Was it too rigid?
Yeah, absolutely. When I was freshly single, absolutely. That's why I say I leave room for understanding and flexibility nowadays, because we all taking different paths to get us to where we're going and where we are. But what are you doing?
What's one thing that maybe dropped from your list? Are you opened up to be more flexible about
What you actually do for work.
what you actually do for work?
Yeah.
Okay.
As
So
long
pretty
as
much
you-
as long as legal.
As long as legal and you are able to take care of yourself, that's fine. I'm not going to judge you off what you do for work.
Okay, not gonna judge you. Anybody else had to reevaluate their list and then drop something from the list? Or maybe something moved down the list. It was up higher and it moved down the list.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really have like a list.
You don't have a list.
Not really.
Uh-oh.
I mean, not a long list, I would say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe on like 5 things, and I'm like, okay. So for me,
So wait. Let me make sure I got this right.
My list-
Because
My list
now
way longer
he
than-
set himself up for this. You got a list of 5, and you mean to tell me in your dating experience you ain't ran across a whole lot of quality of people that could meet the 5?
I haven't. So
Either
maybe,
this 5 is a crazy 5. Am I wrong, Julian? Either this 5 is a crazy 5, or it's some 1s and 2s out there. Ain't no 8s or 9s or 10s.
I need to hear it.
I would definitely
can I
say
get a
that
5?
if his list is like that, then he's basically saying a lot of women out there is on the struggle bus.
Oh,
If that's
Give us the list.
I need to hear. It's only 5.
no, I mean,
I want to be a godly, loving person.
Golly loving. Okay.
For me, family oriented. I'm
Okay.
family oriented. Kind of mentioned this earlier about the honesty, integrity, communication. To your point, yeah, be able to at least financially be able to take care of yourself legally. And this might be the hard one right here, at least for me right now. This could change though, so I'll answer this. This could
Okay.
change.
Good change.
But I'm not really seeking someone who has kids.
Mm.
Okay.
oh yeah, but
That's a very hard one.
So, so that one could change.
That's a hard one in the store.
It takes a lot off the list.
Exactly.
That's a lot of single people with
That takes
children.
that chops that list.
So there you go. We got the answer.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
That's why. That's
Is that a problem? Do people get offended if you say I don't usually date people that have kids, or prefer not to, rather?
you can just you just respectfully decline. Like, I'm just not interested in dating anyone with children right now. But that's a lot of single people right now.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair. Have you had to adjust your list?
I think it has changed, but
Okay.
not in structure or content or anything like that. I think it's become more flexible. And that's not in the matter of like, oh, I'm going to settle. Because I think a lot of women are there right now. They're like, I don't even care. Like, whatever. It's whatever. Oh, you know, he doesn't have a record. I did a background check. We're good. Like, that's literally the limitation, right? So I'm not doing bare minimum. It's more of this idea of like, everybody has a type, I think. You can say you don't, but you do. There are certain things that immediately you see and you go, I like that or I don't. Swipe left, swipe right. So I have expanded to say, okay, that has gotten you in trouble. That has not done well for you. So how about we expand our idea of what are you attracted to? And that's just strictly physical. Like just I see a picture of you, right? That's not even reading
We're coming.
the details of what are you saying about yourself, right? So just expanding upon not putting people into a box and saying this is the only kind of person that I'll date. Being open to that, because the man that God created for me may look nothing like what I think I'm attracted to, and when he opens his mouth, I'm like, that's it. That's it right there.
I'm looking for.
Right.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
So we
it.
got to stop looking at packaging. We have to stop doing that. That is setting everyone up for failure.
I will say this. My wife has said on multiple occasions I am the complete opposite of what she was normally going for. Hers Hers was light skinned and thin.
Light skin and thin.
Light
is
skinned and
crazy.
thin
Okay.
was her, and that
Okay.
was not.
I wonder which box you don't check.
I don't know.
Next question.
That's a good question.
Don't do it.
Next time you see her, just ask. Ask. You know, she'll give it to you.
I've had to let go of that though.
What?
I thought my husband looked like. I
Right.
do, unfortunately, have a very ferocious type. And if you look at my dating life,
Ferocious.
they all look the same. They all look like they got the same parents.
So to that
Crazy.
point, this is one of the things I always use. Listen, as a married person, I watch Pop the Balloon because it's entertaining. So I use that as my reference. But as a person who watches it, that's one of the things that I argue about when I watch that show, is the fact that you're on the show, which obviously means your preference isn't working.
Yeah.
Because if your preference was working, then you wouldn't be searching on
You
the show.
wouldn't be looking this hard.
But then you go up there and you pop because you be like, well, this person isn't my preference.
Yeah,
So packaging gets us in a lot of trouble.
it does.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I wanted to do something a little different because of the nature of this conversation. What final thought would you have for singles out there, PT? I know that you have been preaching a lot about relationships, love, and so on and so forth. And so I would love to leave on a thought that you would have as far as singles and, you know, the way that singles should approach a singlehood and the non-singles, how we should be approaching singles.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I definitely think that, for people who are single, especially single Christians, like discernment is so incredibly important in terms of like who you allow into your space and allowing the Lord to really do the matchmaking if that's something that you pursue. I think everybody today has really brought up some very good points about not looking at superficial things. And sometimes the things that we think are important are not necessarily the things that the Lord knows that we need.
Right.
Because the Lord could bring somebody into your life that didn't sound, look, or act like you thought they would, but it turns out it's exactly what you needed for where the Lord was going to ultimately lead you both. And so it's like, I need to allow and trust the Lord to be able to bring somebody into my life. I think the other thing is that while in the waiting, like how and am I truly a whole and complete person? And if I'm not a complete and whole person, there's work that is still, that needs to be done.
Yeah.
And so there's work that I can still be doing to become that whole and complete person, because that's what I want in return, right? I want to meet somebody. I think a lot of times, also in relationships, especially for singles, we're always evaluating what the other person brings to the table and what the other person can do, and not necessarily fully evaluating what it is we bring. And we bring all of our stuff, right? Our
Right.
good stuff and our incomplete stuff. So it's important for us to be complete and whole. I think the other thing that the church can do is, support singles and not put pressure on them, not force everything to be exclusively focused on just families, but it's to be focused also on the individual and the different stages of life. Because no matter what a church is, a church should have people at different stages. And those stages include people being single, those people being married, and people can be single for a lot of different reasons. Right? I mean, for a lot of different reasons, people can be single. So it's embracing that, walking alongside of people, providing community that embraces everybody and not just, only marrieds, but it also embraces singles. Also giving singles the room to choose to share the part of life that they want to share, with their church family in terms of their dating journey, if they have one, or if they are really open to, being partnered up. Just because you think you have somebody that would be perfect for them doesn't mean that you even know enough about them to make that decision, or that you've been invited to do any matchmaking, right? So I don't know that it's the church's position to force that issue. I think the church should just let things organically happen and support couples, as they go along their journey.
Okay. All right. Well, you've heard it here. You've heard all that information. Hey, if you guys are inside of the comment section, go ahead and put some of your dating experiences and some of the things that you have experienced. We would actually like to thank our panel who came through. They have been super awesome just to, give themselves and put all the information out there that they said that they was going to plead the fifth on. But it's all good, but because we definitely appreciate it. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe, do all of the things, because we would love to hear from you guys and hear your thoughts from all the perspectives that we gave today. And remember, don't forget, this is not just a Sunday talk. This is the everyday walk, and we will see you all next time.